Those are good qualities to have in a party member.
I appreciate your kind words, but please do not dwell upon it. I am glad I got you to safety. But now, your apartment and all your belongings are up in flames. I seriously doubt those wizards will be able to put out the flames before it is all completely gone.
Zargo is just kind of standing back with her hands on her head, staring up at the second floor where her burning apartment is. The wizards are doing a good job of getting the fire put out relatively quickly. Are they able to stop it before it catches neighboring apartments on fire? I'm going to say it's likely. Are the wizards able to stop the fire before it spreads to the other apartments? 74, no, they are not. So I'm not going to keep rolling on that, but at least one of the neighboring apartments also took a bit of fire damage from this. All right, well, that's going to end that scene. If I was doing Chaos Factor, they would definitely not been in control of that. All right, but now we need a new plan. That's kind of shaking what they were planning on doing tonight. And speaking of what they were going to be doing tonight, Vega and Brack, aka Vinith, were off searching for information on Amari's whereabouts while Zargo finished out her day, came home, and they had this big, huge fight. My question is, I'm not going to say did either of them figure anything out because I need to get better at asking better questions instead of putting my entire forward progression on a yes or no question, because if it comes up no, then it's just, did they finish their quest? Nope. Okay, well, I don't know what to do now. I'm really bad at that, and I'm trying to get a lot better. Please forgive me if anybody's watching this. So, instead of asking if one of them found it out, I'm going to ask which one of them found something out. So I'm just going to roll their d20s, and whoever rolls higher is the one that found the information. And that is going to be Brack, aka Vinith. All right, awesome. Okay.
Well, not to belittle the events that are happening here, but I was able to procure some information on the whereabouts of Amari. But we are going to need a place to talk and plan this over, and I do not feel that the middle of this street is a suitable location. So unless you have another apartment, or perhaps Vega, if you have a location we can speak in private.
Does Vega? No, I'm not even going to roll on that. I'm going to say no. She probably doesn't have an apartment. I'm thinking she kind of like has a little, I don't know, probably a place she shares with the other members of her rebellion. No, I do not. The place I stay is, well, kind of secretive, and if anyone were to follow us there, then I could blow the entire cover of many other of my operatives under my rebellion. I'd rather not risk that, especially with the way our luck has been going.
So be it. Follow me. I have a place that we can lay low, and it will be safe.
So Brack is going to lead them down the road as this sun is now just under the horizon. Darkness begins to fill the skies, and we have not rolled weather in a few sessions. So what is the weather like as the sun is beginning to go down? 5. That means it's calm. A nice calm. We've had a good string of calm days. That's good, but it could mean that weather is on the horizon. So they take a nice calm walk down the streets as the street lamps are beginning to be lit as the mages walk by, lighting each one with a wave of their hand. and an incantation uttered. Zargo and Vega follow Brack for a little ways, and they turn down a street. The dirt, filthy streets make way to cobbled stone and then to beautiful laid brick roadways. Brack is leading them towards the upper class area. Zargo and Vega have been here on patrol now and then, but not very many except the privileged live in this area. And finally, Brack, walking up the road, the beautiful gilded street lamps shining beautiful bright light down onto these beautiful paved roads. Brack turns and begins to open the gate. To a lavish, beautiful 3-story stone brick house. Gorgeous shrubbery and hedges line the front yard. The beautiful 7-foot double golden gate opens up as he turns the key. A paved walkway leads the path up to a large, solid wooden door with a big brass knocking ring on front of it.
Venice, you live here? This place is amazing. I've never known anybody that lives up here. Yes, it is not a bad place.
Vega questions him. If you own this place, then what were you doing in that abandoned, ran-down place that we rescued you in? We got that address from the cemetery worker.
That abandoned house, you call it, was my father's. Before he passed, he left his fortune to me. And before you go jumping to conclusions, no, I did not blow it all on fancy houses and rings. It is rather easy to turn a small amount of coin into a large coffer with a few correct decisions in trading. And the Port District is a large exporter of volcanic stone, thanks to that large volcano at the center of the island. I was able to turn my father's money into much more than he had saved.
And he's saying this as he's unlocking the door. And he pushes open the door into a brilliantly lit room, large grand entranceway. Of course, the cliche double staircase going up. Zargo and Vega walk in behind him and are just kind of staring up in awe at this wonderfully decorated mansion. And running in from a side room to greet him, we see a... Let's roll on our NPC table. Haha. We see running in from the side room as soon as she heard the sounds of the door opening. A small little female goblin.
Master Brack, you returned. I'm sorry. Do you want me to get the tea ready?
Brack kind of turns his head to look back at his guests to see if they realize that his little goblin helpling has just kind of blown his cover. And I'm gonna ask the fate chart. Did either of them recognize that this little goblin just called him Brack. I'm going to say it's likely. Yeah, we'll say 50-50 because they're kind of distracted by kind of like the elegance of this house. Yes, one of them. I'm going to say one of them did. I'm going to roll a dice to see which one of them it was. Ooh, it was Zargo. But does Zargo say anything, or does she let him keep up this charade until her and Vega when he's ready? I'm thinking it's nearly certain. Does Zargo keep quiet about that? 44! Yes! Random event. But she does keep that to herself, but she recognized it. She's kind of catching on. Okay, a random event. Event focus. $18 for event focus is a new NPC. Okay, well, that kind of works out. We just introduced a new NPC actually. So I'm just gonna let that one ride. I'm thinking that was it telling us what had just happened actually. Alright, so as the goblin kind of came in immediately rushing, she is very well dressed as well. A very nice kind of like pantsuit kind of decor. Very nice pants, very nice dress shirt. She probably has a few jewelry decorations on her as well. But yeah, she kind of said,
Master Brack, I did not expect you back so soon. Would you like me to prepare tea?
No.
what is her name? Kiko. I like it. Little Kiko.
No, Kiko. That will not be necessary.
I'm thinking he kind of like leans in and tells her,
Kiko, do not use my name.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I will go fetch some refreshments for your guests. Forgive me.
It is no worries, Kiko. Thank you.
he kind of turns back to Zargo and Vega.
Well, if you would follow me, please. Just into this other room. We can discuss what I have found there.
And I am going to call the session there because I'm actually way over my limit. I might have to cut this one into 2 different sessions as well. So no fights happened. Really heavy RP, but I think all in all that was another fun episode. I enjoyed it. Thank you guys for sticking around. If you did stick around, let me know what you thought in the comments, maybe. And if I am lucky enough, maybe I will see you again in the next video. So thank you all so much for anything that you do. Just even watching is really awesome. I do appreciate it. I have fun with this, and I hope you all do too. But as always, I really thank you. And I will catch you guys again in the next video.
Thank you, and goodbye, friends.